A massive fire has broken out under Dublin Bridge. There've been a report of homeless people living underneath the bridge, but a lot of people are speculating what actually is happening here. My line of thinking is simply this, guys. You know, there's a lot of iPass members, a lot of homeless people setting up, you know, along the Grand Canal recently over the last few weeks because the weather has been so good. Now, I think they're setting up underneath Dublin Bridge as well, which is crazy because of course we know that the flipping area is getting riddled with, you know, homeless people, immigrants, you know, from abroad. The EU and the UN are bringing people in to the human trafficking ring, as I always call it, and just letting them run wild, guys. Okay, now nobody really knows what it is. People are saying, is it ruptured gas mains? Who knows, guys? Is it man-made? Seems like every time there is homeless people living anywhere, or, you know, illegal immigrants from iPass centers, they burn down the place. You know, same with these iPass centers. Anytime they pop up or anything like that, you know, there's always a fire in this, you know, in this area, in this place. And it's crazy, guys, to see. It seems like the crime is just getting worse and worse in Dublin City. Is this a full-on arson attack? There's actually been no reports yet to say what it's been, but it's huge breaking news, guys. And they actually shut down the trains going by it because, you know, of course, you know, you can't have trains going over the top of fires like a flipping, you know, action movie. But absolutely crazy, guys. Okay, so it says reports indicating that homeless individuals were living underneath the bridge, raising concerns about their safety. So if people are trying to burn out people like in the iPass centers, you know, it's a disaster, guys. You know, we have a disaster on our hands. The government, in my personal opinion, are setting up a civil war between the people. You know, it's going to be the people, the locals from Dublin, the locals from Ireland versus, you know, the rest of these illegal immigrants. Like, it's absolutely insane, guys. I mean, it has gone past a breaking point for sure. So let me know your thoughts on that. If there's any more information, definitely let me know about that because it's crazy, you know, absolutely crazy. Now, speaking of fire, guys, speaking of fire, we have a video here from another man. Okay, it says, this is doing the rounds as well. This happened literally today. It says, loyalist thug Petrol bombing a bar in Armagh. So Armagh is in the north. And for those who don't know, a loyalist is someone that obviously loves Britain, loves England, wants to keep Northern Ireland part of the UK. And of course, you know, not a lot of people want that. Okay, in the north, there's a lot of Christian people, not Protestants, and they're kind of fighting. You know, they've obviously had many wars up in the north, many bombings. So it seems like this is the first bombing I've heard of in ages, you know, in any relation to any loyalist sort of, you know, argument. It says here, you can hear him saying, trick or treat, a carbon copy of Torrent Knight's former election agent of TUV Online, sick shout before mass murder. So what actually happened here is 2 people rushed to hospital. So let's watch the video, guys. 2 people were actually rushed to hospital because of this. I mean, some crackpot entering a flipping pub and throwing a flipping gas, a Molotov cocktail, you know, a petrol bomb is insane, guys. That's 100% intent to kill, intent to murder people. So CCTV footage, of course. So here he is walking up here, guys. This is the man right here walking up. He has the petrol bomb. He looks drunk. Oh. Whoa. That's crazy. So the lady looked back, thought he had a gun or a knife. Or something. And that was crazy. So he said trick or treat, you know, it's from Northern Ireland. So what that refers to, for those who don't know, okay, you know, in the Northern Ireland, the phrase trick or treat is audible, reminiscent of the tactics used by Torrance Knight during the 1993 Grey Steel Massacre. So these are like, you know, fights and massacres that they've had in the north. where he and other loyalist paramilitaries shouted trick or treat before opening fire, killing 8 people. So they killed 8 Irish people, these loyalists, which is crazy. Crackpots, of course. You know, the incident is linked to ongoing tensions in Northern Ireland, where historical conflicts between loyalist and Republican groups have occasionally resurfaced, as evidenced by the 1986 UVF car bombs in Armagh and 1992 petrol bomb attack on a bus. This is a bit crazy, guys. Like, I haven't heard of any attacks, loyalists, Republicans in ages. I haven't heard of that. Maybe they're happening underneath cover, whatever, but it's crazy. The mention of Carla Lockhart, a DUP MP upper ban, in the context of the post suggests a political dimension. Yeah, I think there's some sort of crazy political dimension here, guys. I mean, why they would bomb some random pub? I mean, it's obviously not a random pub, but it says a 38-year-old man was taken into custody. Okay, so somebody was actually arrested for this. A 38-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of attempted murder and arson with the intent to endanger life, which is good. Okay, the police service of Northern Ireland said that the police were at the scene on Monday night. Officers received a report of a fire shortly around 9 p.m. and crazy, 2 people were taken to hospital. So 2 people are actually hit with the Molotov cocktail. Like, what? That is insane, guys. I haven't heard of someone getting hit with a Molotov cocktail since the 80s. Have you? Leave in the comments down below, because that is absolutely crazy. It seems like there's a lot of fires recently. Even the video I put up of the iPass Center burning down, that was insane, guys. Like, there's a clear level of arson in this country that is uncontrolled. I just think that crime has gone through the roof in Ireland. You know, a lot of people are saying, no, that's not true. It's still very safe here. Probably relative to other countries, but it's definitely severely worse than what it was, guys. Like, it was never this bad, especially when I was a kid, you know, living in the West. Like, it wasn't bad at all, guys. The crime, I've never seen crime like this before, but who knows if it's ruptured gas mains or not, guys. They said it's actually a gas line. So yeah. New reports are coming in, guys. It said it's actually a gas main for the fire. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody actually ruptured the gas main, to be honest, and they wanted to get the homeless people out of there, because of course they don't like homeless people anywhere. And you know, if it's Irish homeless, guys, you know, that's fine. You know, but if this is like random people from like Roma Gypsy, you know, Afghanistan and these kind of places that are like, you know, sleeper cells and shit like that, that's obviously not okay, guys, and that should absolutely be addressed 100%. So let me know your thoughts. If you want to help support me, hit the join link underneath the video. Okay, become a member. We have 17 members now. We're putting up daily news stories. We're reacting to news topics that the mainstream media would never react to. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.